I can help whoever's next.
There's nothing quite like the run
Have a good evening.
during rush hour on a Saturday at the grocery store.
It is the busiest time, yes. All right, you have a good day.
And at Heine's Market in Wheat Ridge,
We're keeping up with it.
owner Heinz Sills says it's the workers that man the trucks that have really had to push themselves the last few weeks.
In fact, it don't go in one day, it goes into two usually.
He says up to 80% of their food comes from local farms in western Colorado.
Our peaches, apricots, sweet corn, tomatoes.
The way they get there, of course, taking I-70 and going through Glenwood Springs. And we all know what that's been like this summer.
You've got to change the time you leave and give yourself twice the time to get there and back.
And for businesses actually in Glenwood Springs, like Rocky Mountain Pizza,
We were seeing between easily 20% decrease on the good days and 45% decrease on the real bad days.
but owner Greg Lemkow is in good spirits now, as the highly anticipated day has come. I-70 is partially back open after CDOT crews work to get debris out of the road. Good news for tourism.
If I could physically do a backflip, I would do backflips because it's a real, it's a lifeline for us.
And good news for restaurant owners like Greg, who's prepared for anything at this point.
We've been through enough now with the pandemic and the fire and now this, that although we don't want it to happen again and again and again, we all kind of know that we have to roll with it.
Thank you. It's that optimism that resonates with folks back here in Denver, like at Heine's Market,
All right, thank you.
who's just happier for an easier route again to go get their food supply.
Is this it for you?
Even if we have to sit there for an hour or two to get through, it's way better than going around.
Now, aside from future weather that may possibly pose a threat to the highway, CDOT is warning drivers of course, the obvious, to simply drive careful, especially in that fixed-up spot, because if there was a crash, that could inevitably force the road to close again. Steve, nobody wants that, but the business owners that you heard from there, they do tell me that they're optimistic about the road being open. And of course, if that were to change, they are prepared. You spent some time out there yourself.
Yeah, no gawker gaper delays, by the way. They don't want that stuff. Yeah, and talking to some peach growers in the Western Slope, one of the things they talked about was we're probably paying more for Palisade peaches here in the Front Range because of what it takes to get peaches here.
Extra service fees to get around there and those longer detours. So.
But they're thankful. It says like 2 hours and 42 minutes on the map now. It's nice. Luis De Leon, thank you.